Hey guys, this is Brian, and today we're going to talk about some of the tools that I got at the tool meet that I just showed a video on. First thing was this pretty nice little toolbox here. It's got a nice leather strap on it. Pretty sure it was probably a craftsman made type of thing. You know, some carpenter or something most likely made it. It's got nice brass little corners on it, and it's got a lock with the key. Everything works. And then I went ahead and just put everything I bought in the case. Let's see here. So one of the first things I bought were these little dividers. Look at those things. The brand name on them is Stubs. And I haven't found anything on the company per se, but it's definitely turn of the century 1800s. I've got a couple other things from that brand. Actually, one of them is a planing stop for your bench. It's pretty cool. I'll have to find that, show in another video. But the next thing I got was this hammer. You see, this hammer has a triangle piece on the end of it that turns. I knew what it was when I saw it. I've been looking for one for a while. I'm not going to tell you guys what this is. So if anybody knows what it is or wants to take some guesses, leave a comment. And after about a day or so, I'll answer you guys' comments and tell you what it is. Next, there's this little, like a hacksaw blade holder, I guess you call it. But it's actually more of a multi-tool. It's got a wrench on the end, different size wrench on this end. It's got this square hole here. I'm sure it was for something also. It's got a nice brass knob on it. There's no maker's mark or anything, but I'd never seen one before, so I had to get it. Next, this little bicycle wrench. It's pretty nice. It's a Billings. Let's see. Yeah. It says Billing and Spencer on this side, and on this side it's got J.E. Billings. In the bottom here it's stamped 1893. I'm not sure if that's an original stamp or if somebody else stamped it or what, but the patent date on it's 1878. So it's got some pitting and a little bit of rust still on it, but I plan on cleaning that guy up. So we'll go in the next drawer here. So there's a little pair of dividers. I've got a few of these. These ones are real stiff, which I like because they'll hold the dimension really well. I use these on the lathe a lot. And there's this. This is a Diston saw set. This is used for the big crosscut saws. I have a few crosscut saws. I don't mess with them much, but I do collect saw sets. I have a pretty big collection already. I'll have to show that in a video sometime soon. I also collect saw setting hammers. They're pretty interesting. Next is a wooden spoke shave. I collect spoke shaves as well. This one's interesting. First one I've had like it. It's got a blade or a sharpened edge on both sides. So it looks like both the angles are the same. So there's not a different angle. I'm guessing it's just for when one side gets dull, you have another side. Sometimes they would make them where there would be two irons or blades next to each other with different profiles. This one, it seems pretty much the same on both sides. So still, I've never seen one, so I had to get it. Then this little guy right here. Stanley ended up making these, but the ones they made were much bigger. This is the original box. Craftsmaster Vice, Winston Sales Company. I'm not sure if these are the original people that did it or if they were somebody else, but basically what you do is, this is a piece of wood that's in it right now. Let's see. Of course, I'm holding the camera with one hand, so basically it's a wedge vise. Let me knock this piece of wood out and I'll bring it right back. Okay, so you got two pieces. You've got the main body, and then you've got a wedge with a hook on it here. So you would take this and you would screw it into your bench. Usually it would be on, maybe a corner or somewhere out of the way. And you can either take it off or it would live on your bench. So it would accept anything. Let's see here. So about 3 inches. You would need it to wedge, so it would have to come in, and I'd say probably 2.5 inches. 2.5 inch wide stock's probably the widest you could fit in there. But what you do is you put your wedge in there. Well, actually, now that the wedge is in there, we can. So yeah, actually we're looking at like about 1 5/8 inches, it looks like, is biggest you could fit in there. But anyways, while this is stationary, you would take your block or piece of wood, and this would be for planing narrow stock, either on the face or on the edge, and then you would basically just drive this piece in here and it would wedge itself in there. So you take your hammer, you give it a little whack while it is stationary, and then you got a piece of wood that's stuck in there. So making boxes or maybe even trim work or anything like that, it would be great for. Next is pretty cool. This is a little hatchet. It's blacksmith made, and it's so cool because you can see that it was a long piece of stock. They forged out kind of a triangle shape on this side, put a little half round right here, and then all this side was probably stretched out, and then they folded it over, and you can see right here there's actually a forge weld. So it's been folded over. The only bad thing is the bit on this thing is crooked as all get out. But that's part of it. I'll probably just leave it the way it is. It was just such a cool little hatchet. And I also collect mini hatchets. I'll have to show that collection soon also. I really enjoy my little hatchets. So the last drawer. Got a couple marking gauges in here. I do like marking gauges. This one is a Goodell Pratt, and it actually would have had another marking gauge that would be a length in between these two, so you would have 3 different lengths. Hopefully I can find one that'll fit in there and come up with a thumb screw for it that'll work, but it's got good cutters on it, so it's still a functional piece. And then here we've got a Stanley. I believe it's a number 90. Let's see. What does it say on here? I'm sorry, it's a 91, I believe. So this is the one that has the pins, and this could be set up to do mortise and tenons. It could be set up to do just a single line, lots of different things, but it's in very good shape, has all the nickel plating on it. It's like new condition, basically. Then there was a bluegrass hammer, had a good stamp, and I love bluegrass tools, so when I saw this, I had to have it. This Plum Hammer, also, I really like small hammers, and it was in great shape. Has the original conical threaded wedge in it. And if you look real close, you can actually kind of make out right here where it says Plum. You can see the PLU right there, USA. So it's an original handle. Nice little hammer. But that's everything that I bought for myself. And then I have a buddy who likes Bell Systems tools. Anything marked Bell Systems. So I found these little needle nose pliers. Probably Utica made, possibly her brand, something like that. They say Bell Systems right there. This is a Bell Systems wrench, some kind of wrench. I'm guessing maybe a transformer wrench or a wrench for, something with the power lines, I'm sure. If anybody knows exactly what it's for, let me know. Then we got this guy right here. Some kind of, obviously it's for maybe holding the wire while you crimp it or something like that. It says Bell Systems. It's got a B and a 4 with a diamond. But hadn't seen one of these, so I got these 3 items for him. But that's everything. So I'll show you this hammer one more time. Pretty cool little hammer. The handle's still pretty good, so I'll probably leave it alone. I might clean it up a little bit. But tell me what you guys think this is for. Some of you probably know, but some of you might not. It's kind of a unique hammer. But that's everything, guys. I hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions, comments, complaints, anything, leave it in the comment section. Thanks for watching, and get out in your shop, try to relax and have a good time. Be safe. Thank you, guys.